In the small town of Vita, everyone was known for their hard work. The heart of Vita was its marketplace, where people shared their skills and crafts, making the town vibrant and prosperous. Among them was Maya, a talented potter known for her exquisite designs and craftsmanship. Maya loved her craft. Day in and day out, she sat by her wheel, molding clay into beautiful pots and vases. As her fame grew, so did the demands. People from far and wide traveled to Vita to own one of Maya's creations. Wanting to meet everyone's expectations, Maya began working longer hours, often forgetting meals and rest. As days turned to weeks and weeks to months, the wheel seemed to turn faster. The same hands that once molded clay with joy now trembled with fatigue. The magic of creativity was overshadowed by the looming dread of deadlines. One evening, Maya sat by her wheel, staring at a lump of clay, unable to shape it. Her inspiration had vanished. She felt drained, devoid of energy and enthusiasm she once had. Maya was experiencing burnout. Realizing she couldn't continue this way, Maya decided to visit the town's wise elder, Lysandra, who was known for her vast knowledge and serene demeanor. Lysandra, an advocate of Stoic philosophy and psychology, welcomed Maya into her home. Seeing Maya's weary face, Lysandra began. I see a soul exhausted not by the work, but by the weight of expectation and the relentless pursuit of perfection. Maya nodded. I love what I do, but lately it feels like I'm trapped in a never-ending cycle of demands and fatigue. Lysandra smiled kindly. Maya, do you know why the Stoics valued tranquility and clarity of mind? Maya shook her head. Because, Lysandra explained, a calm mind allows us to see things as they truly are, not as we fear or wish them to be. Burnout occurs when we become so engrossed in the outcome that we forget the process, the journey. When we are constantly striving for more without pausing, without reflecting, our soul gets tired. Lysandra continued. Here's what I suggest. First, reconnect with yourself. Understand what truly matters. Ask yourself why you do what you do. Is it for fame, money, or the sheer love of it? Maya whispered, I started for the love of it. Then that's your anchor, Lysandra said. Hold on to that. Next, set some boundaries. Learn to say no. Understand that you are a human, not a machine. Even nature rests. Plants have a period of dormancy. Animals hibernate. Maya took a deep breath. But what about the demands, the expectations? Lysandra replied, here's where psychology comes in. We cannot control the external, the demands, the expectations, but we can control our reactions to them. The Stoics believed in focusing on what's within our control and letting go of what isn't. She added, take breaks, Maya. Rejuvenate. Go for walks. Meditate. Rediscover the joy in small things. In Stoicism, there is a concept of negative visualization. Occasionally, ponder on the impermanence of things. This helps in valuing what you have and prevents you from taking them for granted. A tear rolled down Maya's cheek. She realized she had lost herself in the maze of demand and recognition. She needed to find her way back. Lysandra gently held Maya's hand. Healing won't happen overnight. It's a journey. But remember, the sun always rises after the darkest hour. Maya nodded, determination filling her eyes. She decided to take a sabbatical. She traveled, met new people, learned new things, and most importantly, she rested. Slowly, the twinkle in her eyes returned. The hands that trembled now danced with the clay. But this time, Maya's work, not for fame or money, but for love. Months later, she returned to Vita. Her pots now had a different story. A story of self-discovery, resilience, and rejuvenation. They were more beautiful than ever. People often asked her the secret behind her new designs. Maya would simply smile and say, "It's a tale of remembering one's essence and cherishing it." And so, in the heart of Vita, Maya's story became a reminder for everyone, a tale of burnout, introspection, and the journey of time. Maya's story from the town of Vita speaks to us on many levels. In today's fast-paced world, we find ourselves like Maya, racing against time, working tirelessly to meet the expectations set by society, our peers, and sometimes even ourselves. The tale serves as a poignant reminder of the delicate balance between passion and well-being, and highlights several themes that are crucial to our modern lives. The double-edged sword of passion. Maya's love for pottery was undeniable. Passion, as we know, can drive us to great heights. However, it can also blind us, making us push our limits without noticing the toll it's taking on our physical and mental well-being. This is the paradox of passion. It fuels us, but unchecked, it can also burn us out. And then there are societal expectations and pressure. The constant demands in the eyes that watched Maya's every action, every creation, symbolize the societal pressures many of us face. The quest for perfection, recognition, and the fear of letting others down can often overshadow our intrinsic motivations. This reflection begs the question, for whom are we really working? Are we working to satisfy others? Or are we staying true to our authentic selves? So, what's the Stoic perspective on this? Lysandra introduces Maya and us to the Stoic ideals of focusing on elements within our control. This ancient philosophy offers modern-day solutions. In a world of unpredictability, it's grounding to remember that our reactions, feelings, and attitudes are ours to command. This shift in perspective from external validation to internal peace is transformative. Also, Maya's sabbatical emphasizes the importance of introspection. Periods of rest and self-reflection are not just breaks from work. They are essential to re-evaluate our paths, realign with our goals, and reignite our passions. In silence, away from the daily grind, we often find our loudest answers. One of the most powerful messages from the story is the rediscovery of joy in many small things. Whether it's the serenity of a walk, the rhythms of nature, or the beauty in day-to-day life, these simple joys offer solace from the overwhelming demands of our routines. The Stoic practice of negative visualization might seem pessimistic on the surface. However, when practiced, it gives one a profound appreciation for the present. By occasionally reflecting on the transient nature of things, we not only learn to value them more, but also understand the insignificance of our daily stressors in the grand scheme of life. And then, of course, the art of saying no. This is perhaps one of the toughest lessons to implement. Setting boundaries, both personal and professional, is paramount for mental health and well-being. By prioritizing our needs and valuing our time, we make room for balanced living. And finally realize that the journey itself is the reward. Maya's final creations, imbued with her journey of self-discovery, were celebrated not just for their beauty, but for the story they're told. This underlines the idea that the process, the journey itself, holds as much value, if not more, than the final product or destination. It's the learnings, experiences, and growth along the way that truly enriches our lives. So, in concluding this reflection, Maya's tale from Vita is more than just a bedtime story. It's a mirror into our lives, our choices, and our well-being. Burnout, as starkly illustrated, isn't just about physical exhaustion. It's a soul's cry for realignment, for meaning, and for balance. As we navigate the complexities of our lives, may we find the wisdom to recognize the signs, the courage to prioritize ourselves, and the serenity to enjoy the journey. For in the end, it is not about how much we do, but how meaningfully we live. After Maya's transformative journey, news of her rediscovery and the philosophy behind her newfound serenity spread throughout Vita like wildfire. Not just because of the exquisite pottery she now produced, but because of the story she shared and the change she radiated. Several weeks had passed when Leo, the town's chief architect, known for his grandeur of structures, approached Maya's shop with furrowed brows and a weary gait. The same man who once stood tall with blueprints under his arm and dreams in his eyes now looked like the weight of the town's buildings resting upon his shoulders. "Maya," Leo began, voice laden with fatigue, "your journey has inspired many. And while I admire your strength and transformation, I find myself lost amidst my creations. I no longer see the beauty in arcs or the art in bricks. All I feel is the weight of expectations." Maya, seeing a reflection of her past self in Leo, invited him in. Over a cup of herbal tea, she shared her insights and the wisdom Lysandra imparted. She spoke of the importance of balance, Stoic philosophies, and the power of introspection. Leo pondered on Maya's words, and then with a twinkle in his eye said, "What if we create a space, a place in Vita, where people can reflect, rejuvenate, and find their way back? A sanctuary where one can reconnect with oneself." The idea struck a chord with Maya. "A market of dreams," she whispered. And so, with Maya's artistic touch and Leo's architectural brilliance, they set out to create the sanctuary. They chose a serene spot by the river, where the rustling leaves sang lullabies and the water hummed tales of old. The market of dreams wasn't just a market. It was a mosaic of experiences. There was the labyrinth of reflection, a winding pathway designed for introspection, lined with mirrors that held quotes from Stoic philosophers. Another corner held a grove of whisperers, where trees bore leaves inscribed with dreams shared by townsfolk, offering a space to release one's deepest desires and fears. In the heart of the market stood the fountain of tranquility, its waters believed to wash away anxieties. Visitors could pen down their worries and set them afloat, and watch them dissolve into the gentle ripples. Word of the market spread, and people from neighboring towns began visiting. It became a space of healing, a beacon for the weary. Shopkeepers from Vita's central marketplace also started visiting, seeking solace from their hectic routines. The market of dreams, in essence, had breathed life back into Vita, rekindling dreams and passions. However, with popularity came challenges. The serenity of the market was occasionally threatened by vendors who saw it as an opportunity for profit. They wanted to set up stalls selling trinkets, turning the sanctuary into a commercial hotspot. May and Leo were faced with a dilemma. They recognized the need for the market's sustenance, but also wanted to preserve its sanctity. After much deliberation, they came up with a solution. Vendors were allowed, but with a condition. They could only sell items or services that fostered personal growth, well-being, or mindfulness. This included books on meditation, workshops on Stoic philosophies. Every vendor also had to offer one free service to those in need, ensuring that money never became a barrier to personal growth. The market of dreams thrived, embodying a perfect blend of commerce and well-being. Maya and Leo's vision became a reality, setting a precedent not just for Vita, but for every town that heard their tale. So, in continuation of Maya's journey, Vita transformed from a place of mere trade hub to a hub of holistic living. The story of Maya and Leo is a testament to the idea that when passion meets purpose, magic unfolds. It's a tale that reinforces that sometimes, in seeking our well-being, we end up fostering a community, creating ripples of change that go beyond our wildest dreams. So, in the heart of Vita, by the stream so clear, Maya and Leo built a dream for all to hold dear. A market not of trade, but of dreams anew. A place for weary souls to find a view. Labyrinth paths where reflections dance. Grove of whispers giving dreams a chance. Fountains, waters, worries they'd erase. In this serene space, hearts found their pace. Yet with fame came a choice to be made. Preserve the dream or let commerce invade. With wisdom and grace, they found a blend. Commerce with care, messages of growth to send. Now as the stars twinkle and the moon takes flight, remember Vita's lesson, hold your dreams tight. For in passion and purpose, magic does gleam. Good night, dear one. May you find your dream.